starting a club on the 4th of February here. It's going to be a part of HOD, but it's going to be a challenge. And the idea was to take HOD and what we do here and take it perhaps to a higher level in terms of the demands that it's going to be. So those of you at a standard that you think, I'm good, but I could be better, it's the club for you. And you will be challenged. I hope there'll be fun. Anybody is welcome, especially in the inaugural meeting, to see what, well, I'll be curious to see what we're going to do too. But it will be much more focused on your personal projection for how you would like to go forward with a view to your career and to home life, and understanding and appreciating audiences. And so, again, if you want to influence an audience or affect an audience, we're going to look at that. And also self-awareness, so there will be a way to evaluate yourself as well as other people evaluating you. So please come along, and you'll be so welcome. 2 chocolate biscuits are in it for you, and you will get a flyer. So thank you very much. Thank you. On February here. So 7:30.
Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
So where will the normal meeting be then?
It won't. It's in between. It's
4th of February, is it Sunday?
That's
oh,
what I
but it
thought.
won't be. Then it's the next. Sorry.
Thursday.
Just catching you out.
Yeah.
The 8th of February. The 8th of February.
8th of February.
8th of February. So
I
it's
thought
in
it was
between. Yeah.
Is it like, are you doing twice a month or once a month?
At the moment, we're just seconds and six.
Once.
Okay.
Yes, just the once at the moment.
Is it instead of
And it will
the
be £5 per head to cover the expenses, as we're not a going concern yet.
How long is it? How many hours?
Oh, it'll be the same as the meeting.
Oh,
Same as here.
so it's the first Thursday in February.
Second
The
Thursday.
second Thursday.
The second, right, yes.
So there'll be a meeting then.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
so sorry. Yes,
Is it like an advanced job?
it will be advanced demands. Yes, even though it's not, it's going to be a bit more flexible than we do at this club.
Is it like an extension of HOD or is it a different club?
It's a support from HOD, and at the moment, again, you can switch backwards and forwards. We hope will happen, so you can come to one of those meetings, come to all of the meetings here.
Oh,
But the first one is actually going to establish the rules, see how I intend to do it, and see if you agree with how this is going to run. But it'll be fun to be at the beginning, because afterwards you can't say you didn't have the chance to influence the start of the club. Hmm? Sorry, I was going to say so. Yes. We're going to look to that, but obviously it's way along the line. At the moment, I'm just passionate about taking this to another level. And so please, 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 because without you, it's not going to exist.
So what's the club going to be called? Just HOD?
It's actually going to be called XL. So,
HODXL.
HODXL, yes. Okay. With an X and an L rather than XL.
Extra large.
Huh?
Extra large.
Now, enough about me. Now we're going to talk about the club. On that. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Gill for coming and making that announcement. Gill is actually going to be leaving the meeting because she's not very well, so we wish her all the best for her recovery. But what Gill is talking about is also just going out of our comfort zones individually and as a club, and doing things that will help us to improve that we're not necessarily naturally comfortable with. And hopefully we'll see something of that even this evening. I'll now ask our member Chris to come and read to us the mission of a Toastmasters Club. Chris.
Thanks, Martin. The mission of the Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every individual member has the opportunity to develop oral communication and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth.
Thank you, Chris. And on the theme of going outside our comfort zone, the person who's going to be in charge of our meeting tonight is doing it for the very first time. The person we call that role the role of Toastmaster, and that role involves actually just chairing the meeting, running the meeting, hosting it, whatever you want to call it, and making sure everything runs smoothly. So I'd like you to give a really big, warm welcome to our host, our Toastmaster for tonight, Manish.
Thank you, our President, for that warm welcome and the kind words of encouragement. Appreciate that. So, good evening, HOD.
Good evening.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
It's 2018, wow, that's going to take some getting used to, I think. But welcome to our first ever club night of 2018. You're all very privileged to be here for the first ever one. And I'd like to welcome all of our members and all of our guests who've arrived today. We have 5 guests. We have Nat Chowdhury, Dev Pavik. Dev's not here? No. Right. I'm sure he's on his way. Nicola Haygreen. Okay. Aaron is here. I've seen Aaron here. And Neil Mehta is here. Hi there. Yeah, okay. So my name's Manish, as Martin has already introduced. I'm very happy to be Toastmaster of the evening tonight. Looking forward to it. It is my first one, as has been mentioned already. So that's good. And what we are going to be doing tonight is you've got the agenda in front of you, but before we do that, there's a lot of changes. There's been quite a few changes, so I need to just go through all of those changes with you. You'll see the agenda here on your seat, and I'm going to just list some of those changes. So we don't have, starting from the top, we have a timekeeper and a video master, and that's Dennis over there. Our greeter was Kesh. Thank you very much for doing all the greetings, Kesh. We have our first speaker is not speaking, so we move straight on to our second speaker tonight. And the third speaker will be David, and his evaluator is not going to be Gill. As has already been mentioned, she's got a bit of a croaky voice. So we're going to have an open evaluation today for David. And that means people from the floor are free to comment and make suggestions, make recommendations, make commendations, and be kind to him.
Why?
We can or not.
I don't need kindness.
Say what you like.
Feedback.
Say what you like. And our fourth speaker is Martin, or third speaker is Martin, and his evaluator is no longer Peter, it's actually Kavita, who is over from Watford Speakers. So timekeeper is Dennis, as I've already mentioned, and we have a table topics tonight, and which is going to be run by Tony Wynyard, and the table topics evaluator is going to be Peter Jacques. And there's one more, Quizmaster, which is Kesh over there. You did know that, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. And she'll introduce her Quizmaster role, but you all need to be listening tonight because she's going to be testing us later. So, and I have to say, almost all of these roles that I've just read out were either agreed by members today or yesterday, and that to me shows a high level of cooperation and professionalism that's within this club. So, hopefully that's all going to be smooth going, and thank you all. Very grateful for all of you to have agreed last minute to do that. And okay, I've already talked about the various roles, and I'd also like to personally thank Peter and Tony, who spent a little bit of time with me yesterday to guide me through this role, and I'm grateful for you giving up your time for that. If it all goes to plan, I'll be very happy, and if it doesn't, you know who to go to.
Peter.
Right, so I've already talked about the agendas. You'll also find, and this is for the benefit of our guests today, We have evaluation forms on your seats, and we also have voting slips. Thank you. This is what the evaluation form looks like, and this is this is really, really important because all of our speakers benefit from your comments. So feel free to be as constructive as you like and fill out to the best of your ability what you thought of the speakers. All of our speakers today are fairly experienced, but even the best speakers need some guidance and some advice, so that would be really appreciated by all of our speakers. There's also voting slips here, so they'll be voting for the speakers and the best evaluators and the best table topics speaker. So 3 rounds of voting on there, please. Some housekeeping. Emergency exits. We have an emergency exit over there. So if you hear the alarm, that's the obvious place to leave. There's also obviously the front door over there. We have toilets, which are out of the door, across the hall, and opposite. We have a break around halfway through, and the refreshment break will be in the room across the hall. And this is really, really important, please. Phones. Please check that your phones are on silent or turned off, ideally. And there's nothing worse than phones going off when somebody's speaking. So please just take a minute just to check that your phones are indeed silent. Thank you. So, as I mentioned earlier, there are a number of important roles, and the grammarian is one such important role. And to explain her role as grammarian, I'd like to welcome Nike onto the stage, please.